established since 2004. How has it been, like, being back with the band and, you know, being able to play live?
It's awesome. I mean, it's crazy because now, like back when we did this, it was all house shows. You sold shirts for $5. Most of the time you pay to play. Like, you know, we go on tour and we got $20 in gas money. That was amazing, right? So unrealistic shit back then, but we were all mega young and that was fun. So now it's nice that you can actually play venues where like your gear's mic'd up and it's a little more organized and whatnot. So it's mad different, and it's weird that 20 years later people still give a shit about this stuff. Right? That blows my mind. It's wildly crazy. Our recordings were all like, most of our recordings are on 4 tracks, so you barely understand what the fuck's going on. So yeah, I mean it's cool. It's good. I mean the best part of all this is these guys are like family, and a lot of us lost touch. So I mean my main reason to be back in the band is to make friends with these guys. So.
What happened in between like the gap, like, you know?
What was going on?
Yeah, what happened?
Oh man, for me or for everybody?
For everyone, or you can just say yeah.
Well, Don and I tried to start a band that was kind of like a post-punk band, and all anyone gave a shit about was Usurp. But like we'd show up and we'd play, and people would be like, "What is fucking Usurp song?" And like so then we quit doing that after about 6 months. I moved to New York City. I went from being a grind drummer to being. I stepped on a dude's foot in a bar. He tried to fight me, and then like 10 minutes later, he was like, "You want to go on tour with this band?" And it was like cheesy dance punk shit, and I ended up becoming like the go-to dance punk pickup drummer in New York City. Like all I did was play in like shitty, like that's all I did for 8 years. And then I blew my shoulder out, so I couldn't play drums anymore. So now I'm a board game designer. So I make board games, and I've been doing that for like 14 years. Don moved to New York, the guitar player. He's my buddy. We're both from Orlando. We grew up and played in bands since high school. Don became a lighting engineer. You know, we both got married, had kids, families, things like that. Antonio, the singer, he's like the only one who stayed punk as fuck. Like he never really changed. And the new guy, Wyrick, Brian, it's weird, like he lived with, one time the whole band lived together, and he was just the other dude that lived with us. So it's like a romantic comedy where it's like he was there all along and we didn't realize. It took us 20 years to ask him to be in the band, so now he's in the band. And then the other guy, there's some other members that are just, they didn't want to do it, so they didn't come back.
What influenced you, you know, to reunite and come back together as Usurp Synapse?
So we first started trying to talk about doing a new band that basically had most of the guys in it. And then we were just like, what the fuck? After that I was like, and then I went and I saw Jerome's Dream play, and I was like, why the fuck am I not doing this shit? So yeah, we got back together.
So, as Usurp Synapse, like, how would you describe what your music is trying to convey?
So we don't have a message at all. Like we don't. Our songs are really the band is the friendship. It's all inside joke. Like when we're in the band, we're just like fucking around, saying weird shit and talking and like making up weird scenarios. And we make fun of. We have a lot of like kind of insult humor. It's kind of our friend dynamic. So like most of the songs are named after. You know, like we just put a song out, it's called Filth Building. Like we played in New York City and we drove through Connecticut when there were no hotels, and we went to this fucking hotel. I'm not even shitting. There's like blood on the bed. The microwave had been punched. Like it was wild. Like, and so that was the Filth Building. So we called it the Filth Building, and then that ended up becoming the name of the song. And like literally, the lyrics are about the Filth Building, how disgusting it was. So really, I mean, what is the band like? The message we're trying to convey? I don't know. Like, I mean, as corny as this sounds, like I look at it kind of like art, like where it is what you want it to be. Like we're making it, and you get to decipher it however you want. But you know, we don't really try to. It's more of a feeling, I guess. You know, a feeling in our friendship, as corny as that sounds.
That, to me, honestly, I feel like it's a whole message in itself. Honestly,
I don't think there's anything the highest compliment you can make for another person is to make something with them, right? Like for you to get together with a bunch of people and make something and to say it's yours and you share it is amazing. And that's what this band, for me, that's what it is.
Being some of the catalyst for this type of unique style of music, how do you feel the sound and like the scene of it has evolved over time?
I mean, that's because we never really fit in. Like, we never fit in. So we were, like, we played with Locust and, like, Erebar and Radar a lot. And, like, I felt like those are the bands we kind of fit in with because they were kind of jokey and weird and, like, angular. But we play with, like, more kind of hardcore band, you know, like Joshua from about bands like that. We play with bands like that. And, like, I don't feel like we really fit in with them, right? Because we weren't sincere. Like, we're not up there like, songs about my mom. You know, like, we weren't saying that. Songs about how hard it is to be normal in my time. So I think it's cool. It's weird. Like, the scene is weird. It almost feels like y'all are more obsessed with merch than you are with the music. Like, as soon as we show up, people, you got fucking shirts. Do they look like the old shirts? You got the old records? Like, they you want shit. Like, you want products. And that wasn't, before we just kind of made stuff, right? Like, we screen printed our own shirts. Like, we do shit like we cut up a pair of work pants that have like a stain on it. We make patches out of it, right? So now, like, we just sold somebody a sticker for $2 on it. Just fucking pay $2 for that shit. Wow, crazy. But the music is cool. I mean, like, it's different. Like, we played with some rad bands like Meth. We played a bunch of shows with Meth. I don't know if you heard Meth. They're fucking, I mean, but how could we play 17 songs in 20 minutes and they play 6 songs in an hour? Like, we couldn't be any more different, right? But it works. So, I don't know. I guess I didn't really answer your question.
No.
I think it's great that this stuff still is out there. I don't know whose idea it was to, because I mean, even back then it was really small. Like, you play house shows and like 30 kids showed up. That was like a big ass deal. This is all like pre-internet. Like, you know, it's all word of mouth. Like, so it's wild because, and this shit's not for everybody, right? I'm sure you played this kind of music to someone who doesn't like this kind of music. Yeah. What are they saying? That's their throat. Like, it's always that.
That's the beauty of it.
You got to see it live, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's the energy of it live. It's like recorded, it doesn't really capture it. Like live, when you see people like killing themselves on stage to make it feel real and that's authentic, that's the part that's awesome.
What is your message to the younger generation of fans? And are there any that stand out?
Stretch. Yeah, stretch. You'll blow your shoulder. No, the message to the younger generation. Man, that's rough. I'm kind of a mean dude. and this is why, really. I don't know, man. Keep making shit. Make shit you like. Don't care if it's for anyone but you. If it's just for you and your buddies. I mean, that's what happened with us. We just made music that we liked, and then luckily people care. I mean, it's like, to me, it blows my mind that anyone cares about what we made. And so, and that's awesome, right? It's the people who listen to it that are really the fucking champions, right? They're the ones who decide what you make, who gets to endure. So. But I don't know, yeah, man. Find some people you like and make some shit you want to make, and don't give a fuck about anything else, I guess.
That's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's some old punk shit.
It was really nice being able to just be able to interview you, and you know, after, because you are literally like some of the foundation of screamo and emo violence and hardcore and adjacent music, and we're just really inspired.
That's awesome. I mean, we had no idea when we were doing that anyone would give a shit. So it's cool as fuck that you care, and that's. I mean, I don't know. I'm deflecting right now because what you're saying is so nice. I'm just trying to be jokey, like I don't care, but it really is very nice what you're saying.
It was nice meeting you, man.
I'm looking forward to you guys getting to see the new stuff.
Can't wait. Can't wait to see you live.
Yes!